Hello, everybody, and welcome to another reading vlog. So it's raining today. It is literally just pouring steadily, and I am just really enjoying the cozy vibes today. So I am reading The Unmaking of June Farrow, and I am 28% of the way through, starting on chapter 9. So I have quite a bit of reading to catch up on because I would like to finish it over this weekend. And we're just getting to the part where I feel like it's getting more interesting. We're following June, who is one in a line of Farrow women who have been under a curse for probably like 4 to 5 generations, I believe. And these women apparently lose their mind and go crazy and closer to the end of their life, especially. And there's a lot of mystery, and definitely I'm right at the point now where I'm starting to find some things out, and there's some big changes happening. And so we will see how the rest of the book goes. I am enjoying it so far. It's not giving me 5-star feels, but it is very interesting, and the writing is like very flowy, and the writer loves poetic style writing, and it does make you feel warm inside. Like, it kind of makes you feel like you're getting a big hug or something, so it makes you feel really cozy. It's definitely the perfect day to read it. So we're on our way to the library, so we're gonna go, and I'll probably read. And yeah, it is just pouring though. I'm so enjoying it, actually. Okay, it is a few days later, and over the weekend I managed to finish The Unmaking of June Farrow, and I enjoyed myself. In fact, I am going to find a couple of the highlights that I made because the writing was just like so poetic and beautiful, and there were a few quotes that just really hit hard. This is one of them that, like, it put such a stark picture in my mind that it just really, like, resonated with me. So it says, I stared into the water where my reflection rippled, breaking and changing in the light with the patchwork of blue sky and thick tree branches overhead. That image was how I felt on the inside, distorted and broken, a picture that couldn't quite come into focus. And then another one was, hearing him say my name sent another chill up my spine. There was no formality in it, no edge of uncertainty. His mouth moved around it like he'd said it 1,000 times. A string of bluntly spliced moments, a cracked mirror of reality, skipped through my mind. They were colors in a kaleidoscope that changed without warning to make a new picture. And then this single sentence, he was a field of buried landmines. And then, I believe this is the last one. I couldn't stop thinking that where we stood was the center of something, a place that created. I think there's a little piece of this missing because it just says, a place that created the of gravity that made galaxies. So there's a little bit in there that's missing, but that, like, hit me so hard. And I am a very visual person. I am not somebody who pictures things easily without seeing it. And so, like, the fact that it, like, put such a stark, clear picture in my head, it really just struck me so hard. And so I really, really enjoyed the writing style. I enjoyed the story. I think my final rating is 4 stars. It's definitely not 5 stars. I did not feel that at the ending. And also, the other aspect of it is that since it is time travel, there are certain details that can be harder to follow and to pick up on the first time reading it. And so I think, like, for example, the Back to the Future movies, I watched those like 3 times before I really made connections between all of the different timelines and stuff that's happening. And I feel like if I would reread this book, that I would probably be able to understand it better. But yeah, it was very well written, it was very well done. The characters were very good, the character growth was very well done. And so, yeah, 4 stars. I liked it. And now I'm going to be moving on to Love Interest by Claire Gilmore. So that's going to be our second book for this video. And I'm also going to be reading The Rose Code in November if I can get to it. So I was hoping to include it in this video, but it probably won't be in this video. But I am ready to start chapter 5, so that's good. We're following Casey, who is a financial analyst, I believe, is her job description, and she is like really high up in the company and doing a lot of things, and she wants to do more for the company and get a promotion and stuff. And so it's an interesting journey. Right now, that's kind of where I'm at. And her and the love interest, Alex, have met, and they are starting to have some conversations, and the dynamic is beginning to build. And so it is interesting watching that play out. But romance isn't my favorite genre, so I'm definitely not feeling like 5-star or even 4-star vibes. It's funny. I love that the author puts in these little quips and jokes. They are like, I had to stop myself from giggling a few times in the library, but it was actually pretty funny. And yeah, I love that the author has that sense of humor for her work. But yeah, it's not like my favorite book ever or anything. So we'll just keep reading, keep plugging away and seeing how this story turns out. Okay, so you're gonna have to forgive me because I'm still in my pajamas. I just have to finish reviewing Love Interest before I can finish editing my video. So I finished reading Love Interest last night, and it was a 2-star book for me, I believe. I'm already starting to forget some of the things from the book. Like, that's how little that I cared towards the end. I was just like wanting to get through it and just finish it, and just, yeah, it just wasn't my favorite read ever. And it was a funny, cheesy rom-com, but I personally could not relate to the characters very well. And also, it felt like the author was trying to force the female main character, Casey, to have childhood trauma. And I was honestly like wondering where that came from, besides the fact that she lost her mom when she was a child. Obviously, that's traumatic, but the author made it sound like she had some major trauma from her dad. And like, I don't know, I just couldn't quite understand where that came from. Like, it seemed like she had a great relationship with him, and I just couldn't quite understand that. And there were just a few things that it was really hard for me to follow and like grasp the connection between some things. And yeah, it just wasn't my favorite book. So anyway, I think 2 stars is my final rating for this book, and I honestly feel bad because I wanted to enjoy it more, but that is my final rating. So I guess that concludes this reading video, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.